Alright, hello, and welcome to the third installment of Assassin's Creed Syndicate full gameplay. A quick recap before we get into this abomination of a video, and trust me when I tell you, you're going to want to watch until the end of this one, you'll see what I'm talking about. I have a feeling that this is going to be the official icebreaker for the channel and what's to come. Anyway, we started our story with the infamous Fry twins, Jacob and Evie, who were assigned separate missions and separate targets to assassinate. Though, with a few extra hurdles, unexpected explosions,
What explosion?
and of course the train derailment.
I killed my target.
Yes, all in all, successful execution. Still though, unsatisfied with the trifling missions in and around Crawley, England, the twins decided to unofficially transfer to the big city of London, as we see here, riding off into the sunset. And probably into the modern storyline.
I know.
Alright, I was correct. I do have to say that after Desmond's story, the modern narrative sucks. Or uninteresting to say the least. I find it to be a nuisance in any previous AC game, or at least a couple of them. Unity was awesome because it didn't have anything, or barely, just in the beginning.
Call Dr. Grammatica.
Come on. Isabel. What a lovely surprise.
Our mutual friends will be here shortly to search for the artifact.
Bringing back the
Once
dead?
it's located, I'll let you know.
Super. Always a pleasure.
Prick.
It's people like you that give historians a bad name.
I'm afraid I don't have time for you today, Mr. Hastings.
She looks like she's wearing a
Thank you
mask.
for making my job easy.
Oh, shit.
It does look grim.
Master Berg, Agent Acosta. Deal with them, please. Move it! Hunt them down!
Whitechapel. Location of all of Jack the Ripper's slayings. I'm certain I wasn't the only one who was upset when I found out this game took place 20 years prior to those events. I'm also quite certain that that's why they made a DLC specifically about Jack the Ripper.
Listen to what? Oi, watch it.
Beg pardon, sir.
Oi! Come back
Uh-oh.
here, you filthy dipper! Take your times.
This kid's going through walls. I see him. Damn.
Fine, you little mobsman.
A lot of nonsense going on.
Well, what do we have here? You're on our property.
Quick shot. Jeez, he's not too enthusiastic about that, is he?
He's all even in one piece.
Okay. Just tossing him. Well, am I gonna fight or what? It's not letting me hit him. There we go. What was that all about? I was unable to hit him or even dodge.
Excellent.
Okay.
What else does London have to offer?
Now is not the time for tourism, Jacob. Now's the time
That
to
seemed
partake.
kind of
I've always been the
unneeded
farmer,
at
haven't
all.
I?
Not since we were two.
Rated to the highest vantage point.
But whatever they're doing for the intro.
Not on my watch.
I'm racing Evie. I guess I'm supposed to win. I'll just pretend that I didn't see her stop. Or was I supposed to go a different route to the top of this building to where I didn't see her? Whatever.
Where is Mr. Green's shop located? It was marked on Father's map.
2 assassins. Equal in height, 1 female,
One male, 2 decades old, and those devilish smiles. You must be the Fry twins.
And you are?
Henry Green, at your service. I was sorry to learn about your father's passing.
Thank you.
She looks fairly smitten.
What can you tell us about Crawford Starrick?
I suppose the council desires news.
London must be freed to provide a better future for all of its citizens.
Well, thank goodness the council saw reason and sent you to aid us.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank goodness.
Unfortunately, I am the bearer of bad news. Today, Starrick sits at the helm of the most sophisticated Templar infrastructure known in the Western world. Every class, every
Seems the
borough,
best assassins tend to go against the council, at least in my experience from playing this.
I've always thought of myself
I know
as
Arno was.
firm, but fair. Huh. Well, I have uniforms. And I'll unite a mix of disenfranchised outsiders under one name. That's it, Evie. We can rally them to our side.
Oh, like the way that you rallied those card players at the Oakwood Tavern into the river.
Oh, that was different. They beat me at whist. I can see it now. We'll call ourselves the Rooks.
You were never good at chess either.
Have you got a better plan?
What's
Find the
whist?
Piece of Eden.
If anyone knows, please comment that
Let
below.
me show you the lay of the land. Shall we?
This is like checkers, maybe? Just what they said back then in England. Compare. First viewpoint of London, I guess.
Look at what Starrick has done to the city. Whitechapel is riddled with crime. Child labor, despite regulations. A gang known as the Blighters overruns the streets. And Templars manipulating behind the scenes. As in all the other boroughs, we need to return this city to the people who built it in the first place.
We will free London from Starrick. You have my word.
And my Rooks.
Miss Fry.
It's a bold
Your
statement.
passion is inspiring. Come. Let us
Yeah,
return
he
to
even
my
knows,
shop.
like,
I can
okay,
bring
you're
you
being
up to do
silly,
the
but
rest.
I'll go with it. At least I have some help now. I love that sound. I don't know if it changes with each game or if it's the same soundbite for every game, every time you do your leap of faith.
Starrick's gang leaders.
You check that out.
He's after some of my more
I'm sure it's
arcane
different.
research into one of the precursor artifacts.
The Piece of Eden.
So tell me about these Blighters.
In search of an army, Starrick gathered up the nastiest
Yeah,
of
Jacob's
gunmen.
just ready to
Some
brawl.
of the city's gangs tried to prevent it and was slaughtered for their efforts. Now, only Whitechapel's clinkers remain opposed, but they're no match for the Blighters.
Well, let's shine these clinkers up then, shall we? They're just the sort we're looking for.
You can't be serious.
Evie, they're ready to fight and oppose the Blighters. This is my chance to step in. Look out, London. Here come the
Yeah.
Rooks.
One of the most difficult things for me to do in gameplay is try not to outrun everybody. Fudge it.
Confound this city. No one looks where they're going.
Yes, I've noticed that.
Bloody Drood. I'll never finish it at this rate. Only Providence knows where those words are headed now.
Okay.
Well, I must get to work replacing them. Should you ever be in the mood for a tale or two, you can always find me where the ale is warm and tempers are hot.
Charles
Ta-ta.
Dickens.
What an odd man.
That Mr. Fry was Charles Dickens. Knows everyone and everything in the city. If I were you, I would keep that connection in your back pocket. Kaylock's gang is nearby. They must not follow me back to my shop.
We'll take care of it.
Here, you might be able to use this.
Oh God, I hope so.
My carriage is nearby.
Make use of it to throw them off my trail. I will meet you at
Jacob
the
is
curio
funny. I
shop.
love his attitude. That's why he's probably my favorite assassin. At least his sense of humor. Oh crap.
Keep moving. We need to lead them away from the
Yeah, the carriage is definitely a weak point for me. I don't know if it's for everybody who plays this game, but I am not good with the carriage. I try to stay away from them as much as possible. I do way more damage than good with these things. Got him.
Now to return to Mr. Green.
Awesome.
You're relentless.
That relentlessness will see
Whoops.
me become master when we finish this.
George would do nothing of the sort. Whatever's left of the creed.
I turned the hood off for a reason.
Harsh words, dear sister.
Real quick, I forgot to turn it back on. I'm gonna see how it is without it. That's how I went with the Unity, and that just looks better, obviously, with all this crap not all
And what do you
hanging
suggest we
around the
do if
corners of the
another
screen.
source of information turns up dead?
See how I do.
Hard to find. I say we turn the carriage round and go find him.
This is
Whoops.
where you aren't in charge.
No big deal. It's a shit city anyway, right?
Slow down now.
As good a parking spot as any.
Did you give them the slip?
We gave them more than that.
Who are all these people?
Over the years, I have established a number of connections across the city.
Splendid. We'll need focused aid.
Focused aid. We take over Starrick's gangs, we cripple his control.
You're not aiming high enough. Starrick has influence in every branch of society. We need to match him.
I see what you're saying, Evie. We need the Rooks.
You are not starting a gang called the Rooks.
I believe I may have an idea of my own. We will need the police to turn a blind eye to activities. My ally in the force, Sergeant Aveline. I've heard he's a master of disguise. Next up, urchins.
Urchins.
Urchins. Children make for
So these are going to
excellent
be the little side quests and missions we're going to do, I suppose.
Finally, you would be wise to remember that Starrick never acts alone. There are gang leaders in every borough. You'll meet them soon enough, no doubt.
And every borough has a gang leader.
Known for his ability to vanish before you.
And K-Lock must be for Whitechapel.
I suppose.
One moment. A Templar target you might want to look into. Be cautious. It's rough out there.
No, don't worry about me, Greenie. I can handle a few thugs.
Alright, let's at least get one mission out of the way. Alright. Guess we did. It's good for me. Till next time. Thanks a lot, guys. Nah, I'm just kidding. Let's see if we can't find a little bit more action before we call this video. Let's get a better idea of what we're doing here in London as well. So, got an idea of side missions and all that, what we need to do. Map. Okay. So, here's Whitechapel. See, zoom out here. Take a look at our stomping grounds. That's pretty big. Definitely bigger than Unity. Alright, so these are the boroughs, and I'm assuming that there is a gang leader for each borough, and if my memory serves me correctly, we need to complete these little side missions and quests before we get to the head honcho of the borough. Got viewpoints. There's really not much on here. I think because I took my hood off to do a lot for the map as well. Honestly, don't mind it. I just remember it being cluttered. But I also believe they probably lightened it up some as well because Unity was just nothing but just tags everywhere. Like it would take an eternity to try to clear that whole map, even though I think I did. Anyway, so let's see. We're at the closest to Aberline, so let's see if we can't do this. Meet Mr. Aberline.
This won't end well.
Scare some bullies first. Am I supposed to pull something out? Nope, that wasn't it. Okay. Okay. I just have to stand there. Whoops, sorry. Yep, you're welcome. Mind you, I'm still trying to get a hang of this. It's been a while. Alright, let's get some climbing in here. See how Jacob does with the parkour. Well, he's good at that. Parkour and climbing and all that. See how all the traverses in the game compare to Unity. And yes, I am comparing to Unity a lot. I'm sure you can tell. I played the hell out of that game. And this came directly after it. I know it wasn't from the same studio or whatever for Ubisoft that created Unity, but it'd be wise to definitely, have some resemblance, same thing going on in this game than it was for Unity. All right, where are we? I'm right on top of them. Alright, I probably took the way long way. Okay. Nice little loading screen.
I don't see Mr. Aberline.
Well, we tried.
I may know a thing or two about that splendid fellow you're talking about.
Great disguise.
What's this?
God's sake! Are you trying to blow the gaff? What?
Aberline, at your service. I presume you're the Fry twins Green mentioned.
I was expecting you to be a policeman.
I was expecting you to be discreet.
Henry Green said that you could help us go unnoticed.
This is how it will work. I will give you the names of criminal gang members. You will bring them back to me. Quietly.
Oh, we'll be as quiet as an old lady. A very hairy, strange old lady that looks a lot like a policeman.
All right, so we go after a gang member.
Now, whatever you do, try to remain within the bounds of the law, for my sake.
All right, so don't kill him.
Don't need any corpses at the station. Approach the target from behind and attempt to make them talk.
Okay. To your carriage, I heard that. Sorry, I walked away. Just ready to move. I forgot they still hold your hand for the first good bit of the game. I remember the first time I did this mission, it took me forever. I probably wasn't paying attention. I wasn't listening, reading. I was just trying to go for it. Because I spent a good 30 minutes on this mission, which is probably going to take me probably 2 minutes.
Get off me! Piss off! Not one word. Oi!
Yeah, I'm probably going to put the HUD back on because I know there's a lot of walking to where I need to keep a certain radius small, and it shows where my radius is to where it doesn't get close to any of the enemies. I don't know, we'll see how I do. Let's try to drive safely, if you will. I don't want to quick shot enemies right now because I don't want to draw any attention to myself. Okay, oh, okay, now we're good. Nice and easy. Up, see? These guys don't know how to drive, damn it.
Doing fine,
Alright, it's gonna get hairy. Oh, not bad.
Steady on. That's a girl.
This is why I'm not good at Grand Theft Auto, because I stay within the lines and I do the speed limit.
We'd be glad to see him behind bars. Thank you.
And shit, that was easy too. Okay, get some perks for doing well. So, bounty hunt. So that's one type of side mission. All right, let's do one more here. What's this? Templar hunt. All right. Well, Jacob had his shots, so let's go to Evie. Well, first, let's go down to skills. Now I'm level 2 with Evie. I'll just give her this one. Just to make it different, like I said. Alright, let's do inventory just for her since we're playing her right now. I'll just upgrade that. I know you would probably... Oh, nice. Okay, that's what I thought. Some weapons you have to wait to level up to get them, but that looks pretty cool. Is it worth it? What if I upgrade it? Yeah. Solid. Same gauntlet, gun. Have to be level 4. Can we upgrade that? Perfect. Already did firearms. Does she need any of this? No, I don't think this is necessary. A thrifty cloak. I think her original cloak looks better. Wow, upgrade to a Goodwill cloak. You have Elise. Okay, we have... Now she has outfits. I know we have all the other protagonists from the other games. We usually have their outfits or a few of their outfits in other games. Like Ezio or Connor. Never seen Arno. Well, this would be the first time anyway, so it would be in this game, so never mind. But now we have a female protagonist, so now we have Elise. Pretty lame. Aveline from Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. I personally thought that was lame as well. And Xiao Jun from Assassin's Creed Chronicles China. So you have the 2 other female protagonists that have been in a video game, and this bitch that I just didn't like. She completely ruined Unity. And I know we're doing Syndicate right now, and I'm totally going off topic, if you will. But I'm not using any of those outfits. I, for one, am a fan of using the outfits, my outfits. I don't like using other protagonist outfits in the game I'm playing. I mean, I do eventually for fun, but not really as much. Do I want a different color? No, I think the black and red's cool. How many people like black and red? All right, let's get on with it. Let's kick these guys' ass. All right, there we go. See, I can't see their yellow bar to know when to dodge or parry. I'm just going to try to look at the motion while I'm kicking someone else's ass to see if I can't Can't move like water here. But I'm gonna make Evie a vicious person. I know Jacob's supposed to be the brawler and whatnot, but it just seems that Evie's the one to do it. Alright. Let's be serious now.
Only about a dozen, sir.
Excellent. Soon all of London's blighters will be armed to the teeth.
Let's get that guy's attention.
No Bobby's in sight.
Good. Distribute the dynamite then, and carefully.
Come on, dude.
Very good, sir.
We want this to come into the blighters' hands without harm.
Ah, crap. That didn't work out well. Come on, I can't see anything. There we go. Now, all I need is for everyone else to not have seen that. Perfect.
Only about a dozen, sir.
I'm going to turn that hood back on after this mission. The next video, we're definitely going to have it back on because I know...
Bobby's in sight.
Good. Distribute the dynamite then, and carefully.
How do you put it down?
Very good, sir.
We want this to come into the blighters' hands without harm. No mishaps.
You know what? Screw it. I totally messed that up. Destroying this mission right now. There you go, folks. This is how we're going to do it. Complete botched missions. We're going to kill our target, hopefully. I'll kill this mother. Get the job done. Here's what not to do. That really pisses me off, actually. That was nowhere near being clean at all. I mean, I don't expect it to be perfect, but I definitely didn't expect that ludicrous mess. Jeez. I do remember you had to kill a target with the crate of dynamite, which obviously didn't work, so that's a good ending for us on this video. Hey, if you like this botched bullshit, hit like, subscribe if you want me to do worse next time. See ya, guys.